Hello everyone, the Owl in the Brush here. Hope everyone's doing well and welcome to the Brush. In case anybody's new here, this is an art and game development channel. I stream gameplay on Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and I also do 3D modeling at the same time on Tuesdays as well. So feel free to hang out, comment, or lurk. And today we're going to be working on one of the levels in my indie game, Duel Trigger. So Duel Trigger is a steampunk run-and-gun 2D platformer based in a fictional Wild West setting. Let me show you the animation here. So this is the game I'm working on. It's going to have 5 levels, and each level has a boss at the end of the level. Hey Takeshi, how are you? Let me just make sure everything is in order here. There's so many windows I have to open up and click through. I think it's fine. And then I made the chat box a little transparent because I think it was taking up too much space, but I don't want to make it any smaller. So I don't know if that's going to be okay or not, but we'll see. Let me turn on some music. Let me know if that's too loud or too quiet. Also, today I think I'm going to be, I'm working on the Chinatown today, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do a dragon and some firecrackers, as I wanted to have a dragon in the background and have that move around as you're going through the level. I also want to make a little announcement too. So I'm actually going on a trip soon, and this is the last stream until September. I'll put an announcement in the Discord as well. If you're interested in joining my community, I have the link in the... I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so it should be down below in the description or the bio on Twitch. This is what we were working on last time I was working on the Chinatown level. Oh, wrong button. Okay. My sign. Control 1. I'll probably do a cylinder. Rune 248. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the Brush. Hope you're doing well. So I'm working on a indie game called Duel Trigger. It's a 2D platformer based in fictional Wild West. It's also steampunk themed. So what I'm going to try to do here is I will make some scales. This is supposed to be a dragon, so let me see if I can do it. I might have to get some reference material, but let me see what I can do without that. Doing good, actually. I had to give you a follow back since you tuned into my stream. Oh, thank you. Okay, I have to focus now. Okay, duplicate. Oops. So I won't be using this reference window, so I'm gonna focus on the item here. Just if I have multiple windows open, I can work faster if I see it from different angles. Looks amazing, thank you. Oh, I don't know if you just hopped in or not, but this is the building I was working on last time I was working on this level. How cool. Nice buildings. I also like your VTuber design. Thank you. Yeah, I spent many hours designing this one. I was gonna post a time lapse of how I rigged my VTube model also. Takeshi says, good luck modeling, Owl. I'll be here lurking while studying a bit. Oh, sure thing. Thanks for hanging out. So normally I would, in the previous version of Blender, I would just go into this window and do modifier, but the layout changed a little bit in the newer version, and so it just doesn't feel intuitive. I don't know how to change the layout here, so I just have it in my shortcut key. I'll do an array. Well, actually, first of all, I want to do a solidify modifier. Shady Owl, yo, hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Shady Owl says, what's on the agenda for today? So today I'm working on the Chinatown level. This is what I had earlier, a couple weeks ago. I was working on this building. So when I make the shapes, everything goes a little bit faster because I just have to copy paste what I previously made. Then I render it pixelized here with node shaders. And these are the other buildings I'm working on. But today, actually, I was thinking of doing a dragon, like a fake dragon for a Chinese New Year, and then also some firecrackers. So right now I'm doing the scales. Oop. Rune 248 says, yeah, I wish 4.2 didn't change the modifier layout, lol. Yeah, it's kind of inconvenient. Shady Owl says, dude, that looks awesome. Thank you. So I have this attached to an empty. So when I rotate the empty, this shapes will follow it around the center. Untalented Esper, wow. Hey, Esper, how are you? I'll have to change the size a little smaller, that way they fit better. Oop. I think I'll make a new shader for the dragon. I want it to have like a paper look. Maybe have like red and green. Okay, so I'll copy this shader here. Link materials. Link materials. And then let's go to the shader section. Oh, actually, I forgot to make a new material, so I have to, if I just change it straight from here, it'll change this one too, so I have to go to materials, duplicate, rename, dragon, scale, plane, or wait, base. Shady Owl says, so do you render the models in Engine with a shader, or do you export the sprites and use those? So it's the latter one. I'll render them in Blender and then export flat sprites into Unreal Engine. I started this when I was still learning a lot of things about Blender, and so I didn't want really to have any issues with 3D models not working properly. So I figured I'll just start with 2D sprites. Okay, so now I have this shader link. These portions are very small. I'll make this shader specifically for the scales. That way the edge can be thinner of the noise at the end of the shape. I'm not sure if this is even going to work. Let me see. Maybe not. Looks a little more, a little chaotic. David96, hello. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope your project's going well. How's the stream going? Going pretty good. Right now I'm working on a dragon. It's going to be for my game Duel Trigger. I'm working on a 2D platformer. It has a Wild West and steampunk theme. Let me show you the preview. So this game's going to have 5 levels. That's what I'm planning so far, and each one's going to have a boss at the end. This particular level that I'm working on is the Chinatown level. A couple weeks ago I was working on this building here. Then I have these other ones I was working on earlier that are not finished yet. Wow, this looks amazing. Thank you. So then when I finish these, I render them, let's see here, to be pixelated. So this is the dragon. Like, I just have the scales that I'm making right now. I'm trying to make them look like scales. Mostly the shader part I think I have to tinker with. Also, I can have another empty. Then this one, let's see here. Let me see if I can rotate these. Oh. Or I should probably combine them first and then rotate after. So maybe I'll do that later. What I was trying to do is rotate this. If I spin this around, I can make the scales be in a spiral. once I finish this portion, I'm going to put it on a curve. Then I can make it twist around. Let me make the curve right now. So curve, path. Rotate. This turn sideways has to do with the orientation of the curve, the path. I'm not really sure what orientation it needs to be. Or maybe this one needs to be reset. Rotation, scale, nope. I'm gonna try moving this up. Oh, nope. Maybe origin to bottom. Nope. Yeah, some of these modifiers can be really confusing if you don't know exactly what the function is doing. Okay, so I kind of got it on there. It's the wrong angle. So if I were to edit this, it would bend this way. That'll be really useful if you're making complicated shapes and you want them to curve and bend, like mechanical parts or something like that that are smooth, have smooth curves. So I'll just apply this and then see how it works. Apply. Rune says, I like your choice of background music. Thank you. Yeah, I really like synthwave. This one is by Carl Casey, White Bat Audio. Yeah, this gets really confusing. I have to put the origin to object and then figure out where to put the origin for this piece so that it bends properly. Origin to select, cursor to selected, and then I'll do origin to cursor. Wait. Oop. Maybe I should just restart. I think the issue is the rotation of the curve. I rotated it and now I'm not sure which angle it's supposed to be at. So let me get rid of this and then I'll see if I can do another curve. I'll just rotate this the way it's supposed to be. Or actually, I think when I'm making the curve, I can... alter the angle here. Rotation 0. Rotation 90. So now it works. I want a better curve, I can subdivide. Subdivision here. Then G to move, and I'll just expand the how far my alteration affects the other vertices. Nice job. Thank you. But I wonder if that's good enough here. I think if I change the coloration a little bit, it'll be fine. How about we make the dragon head? That'll probably take a little while. I'll look for some reference images. One moment. There are also going to be poles holding it up. Kind of like this. David 96 says, "This is getting me really excited to see this boss fight come to life." Great. So this one is actually going to be like, so I'm planning on this being Chinese New Year when the level when you get to this town and they're firing off like firecrackers. They have a dragon in the background, and then you have to go to a manor. Then you fight someone at the manor. Okay, so how am I gonna start this? So I'll probably do the snout. Well, okay, I can do a ball for the head. Okay. Okay. The dragon is still gonna look really cool. Hopefully. So when I'm doing this, it's more like a character creation. So I'm gonna probably want to, at some point, do a mirror on this, and then that way I don't have to edit both sides at the same time. I just edit one side, and then it'll transfer over to the other side. But sometimes the like resizing gets wonky, so I'll just start like this for now. I think for the snout I'll do a square or rectangle. So here I'm going to like one of the really basic things I do is I'll make cursor go to selected. That way it's at the center of this. It's right locked to this vertex, and then I will create a square in object mode, a cube. I actually made a couple of dragon t-shirts, 2D, or like they're vector art. So this is actually my first time doing a 3D one. It's gonna look kind of funny in the beginning. Shady Owl says, my graph theory professor corrected me every time I said vertice instead of vertex. You just mental flashbang me. Ah. Yeah, I that's something that's like does not compute in my brain. I like have to say one or the other, and then I'm like, which one is it? I'm definitely more on the art side of things and not super technical. So some of that stuff goes over my head. Rune says, it's so weird since vertices is the correct plural for vertex. Shady Owl, it's honestly a meaningless distinction, but you now have the power to trigger any graph theorist. That's true. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other terms that trigger the professionals. I think I will do, I'll have to do another curve on this side. Let me duplicate the scale. Oop. Uh-oh. Oops. When I do Shift Alt, I go into my foreign language keyboards, and then it starts to mess up my shortcut keys. And then just in case, I'm just going to duplicate everything. That's just my way of preventing me from changing anything and making it irreversible. Oop, there we go. I wonder how I'm going to do the eyelid. I think I have some plants around here. That is, I do a curve to make those. It's hard to explain. Let's see. Where is it? Well, I'll just make one from scratch. So if I want to make wisps of hair, oop. I'll do, let's see. Path. I don't know if it's a circle or a circle, a curved circle or mesh circle. Let me do mesh circle. Geometry. I think it's bevel. Bevel object. Oh, actually, it's not a mesh circle. It's curved circle. Yeah. Bezier circle 0.002. Oop. Why is it a ball? Oh wait, I had the wrong object selected. I have to do this one. Bezier. Okay. There we go. So, okay, here I'm going to make some wisps. I'll duplicate this in case I want to have different sizes. Control A? No. Alt A? No. Wait. Control S? Wait. Okay. Alt S. If anybody's interested, I also have a community as well. I have a Discord community. You can check the bio down below. And if you're interested, you can join. I'm gonna post more updates on the game there, and also I'm working on a comic book as well, so you can see updates for that. I also have a website you can check out my comic on, owlonthebrush.com. Oop. Oh, my computer's freezing up a bit. Hey, Shady Owl, thanks for posting the link. I wonder why the link is... Oh, I guess because you're posting it through your account. The link is... the numbers on there are a little different. I'm not sure how that works. I really need to set up a bot or something. Oh, well, you know what? I think I did. I just forgot that I can just do the, I think, exclamation Discord command. So here I'm moving the points around, but I can extend it with extrude if I want to. And then Alt A changes the size. Oh, no, Alt S changes the size like that. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I'll just duplicate. Yeah, the exclamation Discord. But I don't know why. I thought I had the bot remove those spam links too, but it's not doing it for some reason. Yeah, I've never used the Stream Elements bot, but Nightbot worked really well for me. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's so much to know, it's kind of difficult to figure all this stuff out. What am I gonna do with the beard? I'll just if I do Control T, I can change the angle of the vertex. Yeah, there's a good bit to learn. Rune says, I need to revamp my Twitch page. Just now creating new emotes, panels, etc. What do you use for alerts? In Stream Elements, I can use... they have like a... I'm not sure how to describe it. They have overlays. And then if you connect it to your Twitch account, it manages that. David says, I'm nowhere near that point lol. I'm still just trying to figure out the basics. Yeah, it takes a little while to You know, my avatar, I think I started working on it in August of last year. And then I only started using it like a little over a month ago. Okay, so you're using Stream Elements, says Shady Owl. Yeah. Rune says, currently I'm using an old overlay from Streamlabs, but then I switched to OBS. Now I'm learning Stream Element. I was hoping I would get to 50 followers this month, or actually this past month. I didn't make it, but hopefully I can stream enough. I think you have to have, how many hours do you have to have? Like 8 hours at least per month for affiliate. I'm actually going on a trip soon, so I don't know if I'm going to make that. So this one is actually going to be the last stream until September. That's some wild dedication. Nice. I'm pretty much the same way with my 30 avatar. Just got it working a month ago. Started working on it last January. David says, is Stream Elements used with OBS or is it something entirely separate? Shady Owl, I really liked StreamerBot because it has a ton of functionality, but I ended up writing my own program using the Twitch API because I have a bad case of not invented here syndrome. Yeah, so I'm not a programmer, so I wouldn't know how to do any of that stuff. So for Stream Elements, wait a minute. I believe you have like you create the notification in Stream Elements. The Stream Elements is connected to your Twitch account, and then there's a link that you have to copy and paste into OBS, and then it'll access it from there. You don't have to reopen the browser page. It just fetches it from the server. What's this line in the middle? When I raise this up, it goes up like that. So that's not a vertex. Oh wait, oh, it's just the intersection of the circle. Oop. Yeah, using the OBS browser source, it actually just creates a website that you can visit. It's kind of funny. Okay, thanks for clarifying. I don't know if I should, you're like talking to each other. I don't know if I should read that out loud or not. I can bevel this. Problem is that sometimes you don't want to bevel it right away because that make it uneditable later. It's probably fine just like that. I mean, since it's going to be pixelized, I don't need to worry too much about the fine details. It looks like an okay shape. Let me just push this forward. Make another curve here. Curve. Shady Owl says, yeah, Stream Elements interacts with the Twitch API on your behalf, and when it receives a message from Twitch that you got a follower or subscriber, it renders some stuff to a website that you put in your OBS as an overlay. Okay, that's good to know. This dragon head is really coming together well. For your first time making it in 3D, you're killing it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, once you get to know all the modifiers and stuff, the workflow gets a lot faster. Oh. Rune says, exactly. 3D has a really high learning curve, but once you get over the hill, the rest is pretty straightforward. That's true. And then I realized after I started learning 3D modeling that, wow, drawing is really hard. Because for drawing you have to create everything by yourself. So like the computer will help you with symmetry, rendering, lighting, and then animation. But if you're drawing traditionally, you have to think about that all yourself and figure out how it's going to work. I'm kind of a perfectionist too, so I have to push my way through it, and like even if something doesn't look quite right, you know, I just have to keep going, because it looks acceptable, but it might not be exactly what I imagined in my head, but that's okay. Then here I can reuse pieces, so I'll duplicate, and I'll try to make these into teeth by just resizing this portion. I think I'll make it go to one end of the path. AG. It doesn't look so great from the front, but let's see what it looks like from the side. Obviously I need to change the texture. Well, I'm gonna have to do a lot of tinkering with that one. must be a way to change the size of the scales as they go along. You can scale up each vertex on the curve by selecting it and hitting Alt S. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. There you go. It's kind of making it short though. Like, should be making it all around smaller. Unless I need to apply something. Apply. Scale. It's better than nothing. I don't know if this should bend this way. David says, I unfortunately have to go already, but I did join the Discord, and I look forward to seeing how this turns out. Good luck with the rest of your stream. Thank you, David. Hope to see you around soon. So I'll see you in September though, because I'm probably going to be not streaming the rest of the month unless I can figure out if I can stream from my phone. I might do that on my trip. Anyway, have a nice day. Rune says, you have proportional editing on, which influences the other vertices. Oh, yes, I do. But I think, like, what I was trying to do is I didn't want to get it. Like, I'm just pressing S, Alt S. If I just do one, see how it like shrinks up and down. So I want it to like be even all around, right? I don't know the best shape for this. I'm just gonna duplicate and resize for the nose. Doesn't look right. Wait a minute. Maybe I'll just leave it the way it was. I think you can constrain the scale by using X, Y, or Z. I don't think that works on this one. It's probably like Alt S is already what's the word? Feels esoteric or something for resizing, like, because you're already in a different you're not editing a mesh, you're editing a curve, and then instead of size you're doing Alt S, and then I guess that doesn't have a XYZ axis. Oh well. Yeah. There's so many things to know about Blender. And I'm still surprised that there's so many ways you can rearrange the shortcut keys. So at least that has, Blender has that going for it. Yeah, that makes sense. At this point, mainly it'll look a lot better if I change the shader. You're doing great, by the way. Thank you. I didn't have some little emojis or something. Oh wait, I have a owl emoji that I'm working on. I didn't finish it because I'm not at affiliate yet, but here it goes. That'll cheer me on for now. Shady Owl says, I'm gonna head out. Have a good trip. Thank you very much, and hope you have a nice day. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you later. So I think I'll do the texture. I'll change the texture here, and then I'll work on the firecrackers. He's very cute. Thank you. I'm gonna do like different colors too. So this was blue, and maybe I'll do a red and yellow or orange. OMG, he's awesome. So I'm gonna make this emojis so you can use them in the chat. I'll just duplicate all of this. Duplicate, duplicate. Rotate. Oh. Okay, so this one will be the sample. So yeah, it doesn't look so great right now because the shapes are too small. Also, what these are doing is they're combining together, I think. So I think they're actually affecting the object next to them. Maybe if I separate these, it'll show better. Rune says, is this the first game you've worked on? So it is, however, it depends on if I finish it in time, because I'm also working on another game with someone. So if that's published first, then it's like, well, I don't guess that's not really my first game, but I started this one before, right? It would be my first solo game, because I'm planning on finishing this by myself. We'll see how that goes. I'm not really much of a programmer. I just use the Unreal blueprints. Another mini game I'm thinking of making is a hide and bean game. So you play as little beans like soybean, pinto bean, coffee bean, a few other ones, and then a kidney bean and black-eyed pea. Then you're gonna run around with flashlights trying to find the other beans or hide from the other beans. I already made a sticker set for that, and then I'm gonna make a game to go with it. So the shape is kinda okay, but I need to have more defined edges, I suppose. This is gonna need a little more work. I think I could duplicate this. It's like that, yeah. Kinda. Still something a little off. Rune says, "Lol. I'll count that. That's awesome. Thanks. I'd love to make an adventure puzzle game one day." That sounds cool. Do you think? Do you have an idea already for a storyline or like a concept? Do you use a program for your avatar, or did you code something for that? I'm like shaping this even though this is not the main piece. I guess it could be. I could just abandon that one. Sort of. I'd like to base it off of two of my favorite games, Riven and the Last Express. Cool. I use Warudo for my avatar. It's free. It's easy to update my model and new features, blend shapes, etc. Ah, I see. Yeah, I have Warudo in my library, but I haven't made anything for it yet. I think it's probably going to be easier to do the 3D model than the other one. The one I did was I used Live 2D, and it's very time consuming to warp all of the meshes to what you want. All this work wouldn't be satisfying, very satisfying unless we put the trunk on the head. Modeling and texturing came pretty easy for me, but the hardest part was rigging and weight painting. I spent a month trying to get it right, then I commissioned someone to do it correctly. Now I can see where I went wrong. Ah. Yeah. I think mostly my characters are pretty simple, so I think I haven't really struggled with weight painting so much. But that's probably just because of this type of model I'm using, and I don't really make it super detailed. And I still need to learn texturing. I'm kind of getting into it, but I don't know everything about it. I think I just learned baking textures recently. So the front portion here still looks kind of awful, but I should be able to fix that with some nodes. Yeah, my model was a little more complex than I thought, especially around the belt and sleeves. You don't really know how complicated things are until you get, what do you call it? Get your hands dirty. Exactly, and this was my very first character, so I don't feel too bad about it. Yeah, it's a learning experience, right? Just like the same thing with my avatar here. And I don't know, I think the worst part of my avatar is that the mouth is not moving the way it should be moving. I'm not sure, like, I really couldn't understand, like, what it was supposed to be doing, so I just copied, like, another person's, like, chart of how the mouth should be. Because I had no idea, like, how the camera picks up the mouth movements. But apparently I need, like, a Apple quality webcam or something, or use their software in order to do the full range of motion for the face. Otherwise I have to use these other command keys. So I think I will see if I can work on the firecrackers now. So this is good enough for now, and then I'll fix it later. It really kind of looks like kind of how I want, like the shape and all that. Maybe I could shorten it. But I'll get some reference photo for the firecrackers. I have the same problem. Some of it is having lots of blend shapes or toggles. iPhone 10 and forward has the depth camera and supports ARKit. Those emotes are amazing. Thank you. Expressions. Okay, I'm done blushing. Oop. Okay, so I'm gonna load in the reference files that I got. Load them here. Image as planes. I think I already have a luck symbol. Good job on your VTuber. ありがとうございます. Thank you very much. So this one, I can make. Slices. Slice. That's a nice shape. So the firecrackers here are going to be animated, hopefully. As they explode, they'll like swing back and forth. Wonder how to make them follow a curve but then have like a physics effect where they fly in different directions. I'm just gonna attach these onto this curve and see what happens. Curve, curve, curve. Deform axis, vertex group, object offset. I wonder how you bend it without deforming the individual items. Deform. I feel like I've done that before. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should make it a bone instead. Forgot which one I need to link this to. Target, armature, bone. Oh, I guess this one? Or wait. Oh, there we go. Anyway, that's kind of what I had in mind, and then I'll have to just work on it later. Okay, folks, let's not beat around the brush. It's time to wrap up. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This was working on my game Duel Trigger. It's a 2D steampunk Wild West run and gun platformer. And actually this is going to be the last stream for this month, so if you want to tune in again, I should be starting up on September. So feel free to check in then. Also, if you want updates, you can check my server. My community link is down below on Discord. So normally I stream 2 days a week, and that's Sunday. I do game streams at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I also do 3D modeling on Tuesdays as well, the same time, 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Thank you to everybody who everybody who was here today, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.